This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It's 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday and August 1st in the morning sprint.
It's primary election day. City Charles has details on some of the races we're following.
Mark Peterson has your forecast to help you prepare for this first day of the new month.
But let's get right to fire watch coverage on that Hallett fire that broke out yesterday southwest of Spokane. Bronte Sorosky live near the scene.
So this fire is still 0% contained, but it is controlled with a line around it. Now, the evacuations that we told you about yesterday are still in place, and all that information is up on our website. But the biggest thing is if you are in
All right, I guess we lost Bronte there. Another fire is burning more than 3 hours northwest of Spokane, close to Orville and the Canadian border. The Eagle Bluff fire started Saturday afternoon and reached the fence of the Spokane Sector Border Patrol. Firefighters are working to protect structures, control flare-ups, and put out burning power poles.
Right now, we do have a cool start in some areas in our First Alert weather. And by the way, that First Alert weather app would be a great addition. We have temperatures into the 40s, Deer Park at 9 Mile. We're into the mid-50s into the valley, and we're seeing Coeur d'Alene at 56 degrees. Highs today are going to be a little warmer than average. We're going to be in the low 90s all over the place. Sandpoint, 88 degrees. Nice, but the LC Valley, 102. Here's our weather today in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Plenty of sunshine, a little bit of haze out there. We're going to be 82 at noon. And again, that high today is going to be an above average 91 degrees.
Lori Vallow Daybell, Idaho's so-called doomsday mom, has been sentenced to life in prison without parole for the murders of two of her children, 7-year-old Joshua and 16-year-old Tylee, and for conspiring to kill her husband's first wife.
An 80-year-old man with memory issues is missing right now. Washington State Patrol says Gerald Campbell was last seen around 11:15 yesterday morning in Spokane. They say he doesn't have his medications with him, putting him at risk. He's 5'4", weighs about 160 pounds, is bald with brown eyes. Here is a photo of the SUV Campbell was last seen driving. It's a black 2001 Suzuki Grand Vitara with Washington license plate CU 0508. If you see Campbell or that SUV, you're asked to call 911.
The Kootenai County Sonar Team recovered a bomb from the Spokane River near the Greens Ferry boat launch yesterday. The Sheriff's Office says someone found the device and called 911. The Sonar Team safely retrieved the bomb with a robot and brought it to shore and disposed of it. Investigators say if you have any information about this, contact the Kootenai County Sheriff's Office.
And today is primary election day. The top 2 candidates in each race will move on to the general election in November. One election we're keeping a close eye on is for Spokane mayor. 4 people, including the former director of the Department of Commerce, Lisa Brown, are hoping to defeat incumbent Mayor Nadine Woodward. We are also tracking the race for Spokane City Council president, where no matter who wins, there will be a new City Council president taking over for Brianne Beggs, who left office earlier this month for Superior Court judgeship. Now, you must have your ballot turned in tonight at 8 o'clock. You can turn in your ballot to public libraries, city halls, the Spokane Transit Authority Plaza, and the elections office. You can find details about the other measures on the ballot on our full voter guide.
Spokane police arrested a suspect in connection to the shooting death of 26-year-old Darnell Pluff in Franklin Park last month. Police arrested 42-year-old Jose Matthews for second-degree murder. Pluff was shot in the head and neck. He was pronounced dead at the scene.
A cougar attacked a child in western Washington. The family was camping in the heart of the hills backcountry near Port Angeles when the cougar attacked the 8-year-old. Surprisingly, the child only suffered minor injuries. Several trails in the area remain closed as officials search for that cougar.
Authorities in Idaho have launched an investigation into human remains found on the shore of Bear Lake, which straddles the Idaho-Utah border. Children playing at the lake last week with small buckets and shovels dug up what appeared to be a human jawbone and teeth. Investigators are working to identify the remains found on the shore.
Washington Senator Maria Cantwell made a stop in Spokane yesterday to meet with local leaders who are working to combat the fentanyl crisis. First responders, healthcare professionals, treatment centers, and people who've experienced fentanyl addiction firsthand all participated in the roundtable discussion. More money and more resources like beds and treatment facilities were the main topics of the discussion. You can read more about the roundtable and follow the latest developments from Senator Cantwell's trip on our website, KXLY.com. We'll get a final check of the weather with Mark after this.